Last week I ripped out the floor of this boat and found that the stringers were in really good shape, except for some of them here in the back. And as you know, I'm replacing this with a Ford 302, and it originally had an inline 6. So I figured reinforcing these back stringers were probably pretty important, just kind of to bear the weight of the engine, and it needs bolted down obviously. So I took these 1x6s and I just ran them through the table saw and cut the bottom edge so it matched the pitch of the boat, and cut them down so they were the right height, and put them in place back here. And I lag bolted them to the existing stringers, and then just for good measure I went and glassed them in, and just went to the store, went to Lowe's and just bought some Bondo glass, and I got a mix of chop strand and just regular cloth. It's like a tight cloth, so it doesn't really mold real well, but good enough for this. Went over them, I don't know, about 3 times, some places 4 times, whenever the joints really well. And then of course it started to rain on me, so that didn't help. But I got the cover back on top, so what's cured seems pretty good, and everything seems locked in, and I'm pretty happy with it, and not going to worry about it. Next is I'll cut a floor out and glass the edges of the floor in, and we'll be good to go. We'll be ready for the engine. One last thing before I put the floor in is I got a couple of cans of great stuff just to fill up the void. Stuff's like, I don't know, $3.97 a can, and for some little project like this, it's worth just buying a couple of cans, filling it up instead of mixing it. Gets kind of expensive when you buy it in bulk, and so I shot that in there to fill up the void, and then this side's still starting to expand, but it'll reach the top. And I buried a conduit in the foam up here in the front, just from the back all the way up here to where the gas fittings are on the gas tank. Just in case I need to run a new fuel line or something someday, I'll be able to just kind of fish it through back in there. And I glassed it in up here in the front. I'll fish it through and be able to pull a new hose or something in case there was ever a problem someday. And then there's an access panel that allows you to get to the connections on here. It's just one of those big circle knockout deals that you can buy in pretty much any boat store. So it goes over this mess so that you can access it if you got to in the future. So pretty much at this point, I'm going to let this foam cure so that I don't get it all over the place, and then I will get some cardboard and lay it out and make a template to match the cone up here. And I got a couple sheets of plywood, and it's just 1/2 inch, which is what was in here before. And I went with a marine grade. I know there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of talk online about what you should use and what you shouldn't use. And some people are saying that you should use this type of wood and that type of wood, and again, this is just a runabout boat, nothing special. I'm just going to throw some 1/2 inch marine grade wood in this thing, and probably go over it one time with some mesh cloth and glass it in and be done with it. I'm not putting a lot of work and a lot of attention into it, just because it's not a prized possession. It's not a boat that something that I don't say I don't care about it, but it's just an old runaround boat. There's nothing special about it, and by doing this I can buy a little bit of life out of it, and it'll be a great little fishing ski boat for me, and it'll last many years. Well, not much happening this weekend. Had a few hours this morning to work on the boat, and it rained on and off, and tried to work under the canopy, but got some sawing and things to do, and so I'm calling it quits today. I got another event to go to this evening, so we'll continue this project next weekend.